Figured I'd make this video to explain to Prince Christopher my role in this whole incident with your school. For those of you who don't know what happened, just keep on watching and you'll see. Got a little distraction in the background there. You want to see the opposite of enthusiasm? Honey,
what?
You want to be on my video?
No.
See? So anyways, a couple of weeks ago, was it that long ago? I don't know. Prince Christopher makes his video talking about his professor, sociology professor, and called her a feminist or whatever. Extreme feminist, ultra feminist, I don't remember how he put it. But I don't take Prince Christopher's word pretty much for anything, because his way of looking at the world and my way of looking at the world are pretty different. I mean, mine, well, they're different. So what I was kind of wanting to see was, I wanted to see a picture of this woman. And sometimes you do a little research and you can find, find this kind of thing. And as much as Prince Christopher talks about his own life and uses his personal anecdotes to figure out things, which is a flawed way of doing things, by the way, he's given us enough information to simply go and find who this person was. And so what I did was, I went ahead and Googled his community college. Well, first of all, I clicked on the MySpace link that he had on his YouTube profile and went through that and saw the school's name. So I Googled the school's name, and then I went to that school's website, and then I went to the faculty directory, which you can download a PDF of the faculty, and it'll have the names, the department, the email address, and phone number of all of the faculty at the school. So I had an idea that since Prince Christopher's sociology professor is a female, it's probably a pretty limited staff at a community college, and I'd probably be able to make a pretty good guess at who this person was. And sure enough, when I went to the directory, I found the professor's name, her address, and her phone number. And it was the only person that I saw that was a full-time sociology professor at the community college. So I had this information. I thought, this is kind of funny, because here's a guy that, proclaims his, I'm not afraid to stand up to the government and whatever else on his page. So I was going to do a little joke and post up a comment on your video. I was going to say, hey, I don't want to say the name of the professor, because, we'll keep your video clean of that, and I don't want you to delete my stuff if I ever talk about it with you. But I was going to put, hey, does Mrs. Smith know about this videos that you're making, and see what your reaction was going to be, because if your claim is you're not afraid to stand up to the government, which is just a stupid claim to begin with, because you're never in a position to do that, really. I mean, making a YouTube video, I don't know. I don't expect you to understand that, but I thought it would be kind of funny to do that. But then I said, that ain't even worth it. So I was talking to my son about it. My son feels similar, has similar feelings towards you that I do. I mean, your opinions politically, and like even in the feminism video, dude. I'm not a big believer in feminism in general. I mean, especially when it's radical, like you and I have both said. But you take things, like I mentioned, the personal anecdotes, and you see like the equal pay for women and men, And as simple as the simplest way of looking at it, you just say, well, I've worked at a job and a woman worked with me and she got the same pay as me, so I don't believe that. It's like, that's not even like close to being scientific evidence that disproves or proves. I mean, there is without a doubt a difference in pay in certain fields, I mean, between males and females. There just is. But part of that is, I mean, I don't even want to get into the whole feminism aspect of it, but your arguments, when you bring your own personal life into it, it's just so elementary, man. And so my son looks at that and he saw you calling me delusional and whatever else. So here he has this in his mind that you're some guy that's like, I guess, my enemy or whatever. And you're, I mean, if I really did have a problem with you, it's not like it would be like that. That's how insignificant a YouTube user is to me. And it's not, that's not saying anything about you necessarily, but just anybody on YouTube. But my son thought, maybe, I don't know, I didn't really talk to him. I chatted with him on Instant Messenger or whatever, and he thought it was funny, so he did it for the lulz. And I mean, I think it's kind of funny. Would I have done it? Obviously I didn't. You know, whatever. He said he was going to do it, and I didn't tell him not to. I didn't tell him to. I said, do whatever you want. So when you asked me about it the other day, I already knew it was him, but I knew you'd figure it out because he told me he was going to tell you eventually anyways. He just wanted to see what was going to happen on Monday. Today, I guess. And apparently you didn't get in trouble for it or whatever. And like we talked about, I don't see how you could have anyways because you didn't say anything specifically about this woman. But I don't know if I'd agree with you on how militant of a feminist she is, simply for the fact that, according to the directory, I think she teaches the dance team at your school, which, you know, a real hardcore feminist wouldn't have anything to do with a girls' dance team. I mean, maybe I'm not seeing something, but so I wanted to just come clean on that, let you know. I mean, I'm not afraid to step up to the plate and tell you my part in it. You might be wondering, or you might not ever know the whole story if I didn't come and tell you. So that's where it came from. I was the one that found your teacher's name, and maybe you should. I don't know. I'm not going to give you advice, I guess, but I wouldn't put my school's name up on anything like that. And if you're going to have it on your MySpace, maybe it shouldn't be public. Maybe you shouldn't link your YouTube videos to it. I don't know. I mean, like I said, do what you want, but if you want your privacy, you're going to have to kind of take those little precautions because your stuff was pretty easy to find out. So anyways, I'll end for now, and PC, I just wanted to let you know that, man. And for the rest of you that saw this, I don't know, make a comment, tell me if you think it's funny. Or if you think my son was out of line, put that comment down below. Alright, it's time to watch some football. Go Packers.